Okay guys, so today's mission is the stealth camp, super stealth camp. You've got the Chase Street police station over there, footpaths down here and down there. I'll just go, you can just see through, if I look over my shoulder so I can see what you can see. Just, let me see, just stick my finger. Can you even see my finger? Gosh. Right, okay. Where's the camera? Right. Just there, you can see some red bricks. That's an old pump station. Now I've wanted to camp on this area for years and years and never got around to do it, but they're starting to build an estate nearby, and if I don't do it now it just might not get done at all. So it might not exist anymore is what I mean, if I leave it too late. So it's a Grand National Day, the city are playing, so I've got more chance of less people being out. That's a good shot there, look, I can see it now. Gosh, the sun is not in its favour, is it? See, there you go. Keep seeing it and then not seeing it. That's it, yeah. Fine. Right, I think you can see that there, right in the top right hand corner of your screen. That's the old pump house. Okay, so as I said, there's lots of events going on today. People will be getting drunk. People will be watching the matches. I don't think they'll be interested in coming out doing this tonight. But that's the biggest problem. My problem isn't the police that are 200 yards over there. The problem is kids and that coming out, disturbing me, stopping me from getting a kip. As you can see, this is quite awkward area to get to. You're discovering this with me, as I've never been this way before, and all I'm doing now is going to the site to check whether anyone's been there last night, because it's very optimal for camping, and I just want to make sure that there's no one there. It's 7 o'clock in the morning ish, and this is the likelihood that we'll find somebody sleeping, or at least making breakfast, or rousing around. So I'm just going to scout it for hot ashes or anything like that. See if the coast is clear, because like I said, I'm not bothered. Police station again, look. I'm not bothered about the police finding me, because they'll go sod off, don't care. And I'll just move on, or they might not even be bothered to move me on. So we're going to go up to a part now where there's lots of people walking. I'm just worrying about kids coming around fucking with my shit. Pardon my French. Kids coming around and messing with my stuff, or just making it hard to sleep. But that's part of wild camping, stealth camping. It's all about the adrenaline. Even now I've got adrenaline going through me, and it feels good. You might hear that I'm whispering sometimes on the phone, but that's part of it. You're trying to be secretive, and even though there's no one within 100 yards of me, I'm still talking low on my voice. There's the first problem to get around. Right, I'll bring you back in a minute. As you can see, there's a bridge over there. That's my entrance towards the site. See if I can get over this challenge first. So there's what I call the Adams family dwelling. Can you zoom in and see that? Yeah, it looks very Gothic looking. I can see why it's still standing. It hasn't been used in 40 years that I've known of it. And there to the right of it is the big tree. Is going to be my tree to camp under. So the big tree is going to be my tree to camp under, and hopefully I won't get disturbed. But at the moment, behind the hedges down here, I don't know if you can see through the hedges there, there's a car, I think, just on the inside. I need to make sure that that's gone before I come back. So it's a good idea I did a recce and made sure the coast was clear. Should be okay tonight, hopefully. They've planted loads and loads of woodland here, but I say loads and loads. Just in the middle there where you can see that oak tree, there is going to be a massive estate which goes through to the river that you can hear. And yeah, this is totally and utterly boggy, so this is a overflow field for the river, but no doubt they'll put houses on it sooner or later, and then they'll be complaining that everything's flooded. I'm going to have a little closer look, so wish me luck. Okay, so that's the old pump house. It looks good from here. I'll take a few photos. And as you can see, all through here, fallen trees. But it's almost like it's laurel, and I think that's a yew. And you've got pine trees of different sorts. But you know, like, that's a huge pine tree, that is. Look at that. That's about 80 feet tall, that is, with 3 trunks. 4 trunks. God dear. Yeah. Massive look up into the tree there. Oh, I bet kids love climbing up in there. And you've got a nice canopy here. That looks like a scary looking tree. And you see all parts of old bits of pump station lying about, and the evidence of kids being around. I've measured it, and there's not much space around here for my hammock. So like I said, I'm going to go and put it in that tree, the big tree to one side. So I'm just going to go find that now. As you can see though, evidence of kids. They've took all the boundary lines, the pegs for the private property which was over by the housing estate they're about to build, and somehow or reason or another they've created their own little boundaries. Kids making dens, which is all good, harmless fun. There's a disused house up there, maybe go up there tomorrow. That's been unused for forever. Oh, look. An interesting Nike swoosh scooter boy hoodie type thing. I just love all these trees around here. They've been very inventive with an old netball post for clearing away the debris so they can have a nice flat area there. So they've worked for it. I can't see why people wouldn't let them just carry on being kids around here, unless of course they're doing something illegal. something detrimental to their own health or somebody else's health. It just, you can hear all the birds, and I look right through there. I'll zoom straight through. Can I? Can't quite. Oh yeah, did you? The light is weird around here. Let's go over to the edge of the woods and see if we can. What you got there? Yeah, you can. I think you can see it. There's a house through there. Yeah, and there's a road in between the house and us. That's London Road. And up where you can see the bit of debris on the left hand side is the disused house. Now that's less than 100 yards to the road there. So I've got to keep my wits about me and keep out of the way of everything and everyone. Oh. I hope the volume's okay for you guys. I keep going into low mode, trying to be secretive, even though there's no one around here. It's just what you do. You got your adrenaline going. There's a dog there, look. And that bloke that I've seen on the bridge is over there somewhere, so I'll disappear. A little view of how close we are to everything. That's the flats on the London Road there. Somebody's been up here in probably JCB by the look of it, churned it all up. Made little ponds for mosquitoes. Thank you very much. And what's down that way? Lots of brambles to trip on, and lots of brambles through there. I'm not going through there. But yeah, that's how close. And that's the bushes there with the pump room just behind it. Some lovely looking trees. Left alone, that's how an oak tree grows. And that is not an oak tree. Possibly sycamore. Right, which way did I come up? The trucks have been down that way. I came up this way. So while I'm here, as you can see, the people that come here dump quite a lot of rubbish. But I've only got so many hands and so much time to tidy things up, so I thought I'd do my bit. None of this rubbish in here is mine, so I thought I'd do a bit and get rid of some, just to try to help leave no trace. Not that there's any chance around this site. Let's have a little walk around, show you around the pump house. Now this site has been, as far as I'm aware, empty and abandoned for 40 years. It's a brilliant looking building. We'll go around this way. Which way do I do? See, you can see all the iron and that works on the window, stopping people climbing in. I'm assuming it used to be preventing kids or drug addicts or whatever climbing in and dossing in there. Maybe there's something in there. There's a sign on the front that says deep water, so maybe there's something in there that's dangerous as well. But that's what they do. You can obviously see there was another part of the building here. And there's a pigeon up there. Hello, pigeon. Yeah, go around the front. I've stopped worrying about stealth now because I'm carrying this bin bag, which is dual purpose, and it's you using as a cover for cleaning the area up is a cover for scouting the area out too. There you go. They keep on coming round and piling rubbish up around here. There was building materials and all sorts of stuff once upon a time. But there you go, there's the woods. Yeah, I'll show you the signs on here. We might even be able to get a look inside as it has. Never thought about that. Oh, excuse me. Warning, protection, be careful. It's all geared around protecting people from themselves, really. Yeah, it just looks like one big room. Well, let's zoom out. Yeah, it just looks like one big room. Look at those lovely pillars. Oh, there's obviously an upstairs to this, and the roof's caved in, and that's why you're not allowed into it. I don't know if they're ever going to salvage this place, but it looks strong and sturdy enough, like it could be salvaged, and maybe that's why it hasn't been destroyed completely. Probably got a grade 2 listing on it, like another building in Coventry, which is, that one was actually pointless. But yeah, look at the lovely day we've got today. Let's hope it's like this every day, or all day. I'm going to find out now what I thought was a car, so back with you. Oops. Okay, so I've had a scout round. I can't find the bloke and his dog, so I don't need to hide from them anymore. Now in here is where I intend to camp, and there, from that tree there, maybe I'll get over there. Yeah, so from that branch just there across to this main trunk here, that will be where I put my hammock and tarp. I'll have to kick all this stuff away, but I'll leave it untouched for now. And it's only kicking stuff away so I don't trip on it. But it's got lovely cover, this massive pine tree here. I mean, each one of these, like, that's 2 foot wide, that's 4 foot wide, that's looks like 2 in one. That does, you got 1, 2, 3, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trees off of one base. Look at that. That's some tree, that is. When people sit there going, oh, don't chop certain trees down, don't chop certain trees down. That's a magnificent tree. 60 foot tall at least, and it's just a magnificent specimen of what trees do when they're left alone. Look at how the branches all go, they droop down and then they rise up to look for the sunlight. Beautiful little den for the kids, and that's my problem at the moment. Let's hope they're busy with the football. Okay guys, here's a perfect example of your adrenaline stealth camping illusions, things that your mind talks yourself into seeing. You can't see it now, it's been about an hour since I've seen it, but yeah, I could have sworn over that way, through that gap by the pump house, there was a transit like van in there. You still can't see anything there, but I went up and I was going to sneak up on it. You can see a bit of graffiti there, but it wasn't that position that I'd seen it from before. And basically I talked myself into, there was a van there, and it turns out it was just tree blossom and a little bit of graffiti in the background. You can see a bit of tree blossom on that tree over there, and the angle I was stood in, I talked myself into it. So you need to hold your nerve when you're wild camping, stealth camping, because nothing is really as quiet as it seems. Right, next stage.